Thank you. I was going to get started. First of all, I want to thank everyone for coming here. Water is an incredibly important issue. This is a piece of legislation I've been working on for quite a while, so we're kind of excited about it. First, I want to introduce our elected officials and speakers this morning. We have Jayne Strommer from Delta Diablo. We have Angela Lowry from Delta Diablo Government Relations. Angela. We have Vince DeLange, and he's from Delta Diablo. He's the executive director. We have Barbara Barrigan-Parrilla, who everybody knows, a water warrior from way back. We have Michael Brodsky from Save the Delta Coalition. We have Fritz Buchman from the San Joaquin County. And we have Ann Baird she's from Assemblymember Susan Eggman's office. We have Christine Fugazi, and she's from the Stockton City Council. Christina? Okay. Thank you. I want to sort of give you an outline of how this is going to go. I have a prepared statement. I'm going to read through it, so you'll have to stay with me on that. It'll be about 3 or 4 minutes. And then I'm going to introduce the other speakers. They'll have about 2 to 3 minutes, and then we'll take some questions and answers. And then we'll break up and allow people to individually talk to reporters or whoever might be interested in the issue. So we'll get started. Again, thank you everyone for coming, and I appreciate the passion that people have for water here in San Joaquin. Our water infrastructure is aging and in need of repair. The American Water Works Association estimates that it would take more than $1 trillion of investments over the next 25 years to repair the nation's pipes. The American Society of Civil Engineers gives our drinking and wastewater systems a D grade, so much is needed. Although these deficiencies are nationwide, some of the problems are made clear here in California in the last drought, the historic 5-year drought that we had that ended this last year. Water supply and delivery is very personal to us here in Stockton and San Joaquin in particular, because we're the hub of California water. Unfortunately, we continue to battle with short-sighted and ill-conceived plans for California's water future. Just last week, the House of Representatives, of which I'm a member, passed a bill that would ship more water out of the Delta. And Governor Brown continues to push for the twin tunnels that would effectively destroy our Delta in our region. So instead of spending the $25 billion on tunnels that won't produce any new water or increase water sustainability throughout the state, we should be focusing on other issues like conservation, capture, and recycling. Energy and water are inherently connected, and the energy-water nexus is critical to enhancing our energy and water security. A coordinated effort is needed to enhance information gathering and developing policy goals across the nation. In 2010, the United States water system consumed about 13% of our nation's energy, and in California, that number is closer to 20%. We should be focusing on things like leak detection and investments in new technology. Nearly 2 trillion gallons of water is lost each year due to leakage in pipes in our broken water mains and water meters. Our water infrastructure currently lacks the ability to detect leaks in real time, and usually leaks are detected by people phoning in the water agencies. Research estimates that 2 trillion gallons of water is wasted each year because of leaky and broken pipes. I just repeated that. Increasing the efficiency of our water system and supply and reuse of existing water resources through recycling can produce up to 14 million acre-feet of water annually here in California alone. Today, I'm introducing a bill that puts California water and the nation on a more sustainable path toward water security and stability. My bill, the Water and Energy Sustainability Through Technology, or WEST, the WEST Act, addresses all of these issues. It supports innovative technologies and infrastructure for urban and agricultural areas. It will help fix leaky pipes and aging infrastructure to improve efficiency. It creates new water. Through recycling and reuse. It increases regional self-sufficiency through stormwater capture and increased water storage. Many of our leaders in California and other states support moving in this direction. I've met with a diverse group of stakeholders, including farmers, technology companies, and local leaders on how to address our water future, and that's helped inform this legislation. Today, together, we can more readily prepare for future shortages and take advantage of rainfall and reduce reliance on our precious and beloved Delta. Now I'd like to turn to our first speaker. Barbara Barrigan-Parrilla, again, has been a champion, a relentless champion of the Delta and a friend, and I'd like to give her a chance to say her words.
I would like to thank Congressman McNerney for including Restore the Delta today. I'm Barbara Barrigan-Parrilla, Executive Director. Restore the Delta has grown over the last 11 years from 70 members to 50,000 followers throughout California. And I'm here today to voice our enthusiastic support for Congressman McNerney's West Act. Since 2010, as a member of the Environmental Water Caucus, Restore the Delta has championed the California Sustainable Water Plan as the solution to meet California's water needs in a manner that protects our environment and our economy. The Congressman's bill matches a number of goals and projects that our plan supports. We welcome its funding for creating clean drinking water projects for rural communities and for water efficiency technology. Water efficiency technology is something that we have worked on with our partners at San Joaquin iHub and the San Joaquin County Office of Education via the H2O Hackathon, and is really a goal that Restore the Delta is committed to and has been for a number of years. Projects described in the West Act promote energy and water efficiency, but they're also job makers. Large water infrastructure projects like the Delta tunnels only make 4 to 6 jobs per $1 million of public investment spent. Water efficiency projects create 10 to 20 jobs per $1 million spent. And these are decent paying jobs that actually give families a pathway to having a stable life. Water efficiency, like clean energy jobs, can transform our San Joaquin Valley and national economy. Congressman McNerney's West Act is the perfect way to start this economic and environmental transition. I would like to go ahead now and introduce Chad Davisson. He is the General Manager with the Ironhouse Sanitary District.
Thank you very much. So again, my name is Chad Davisson. I'm the General Manager of the Ironhouse Sanitary District. Our district produces tertiary treated recycled water, over 2 million gallons per day, through an advanced filtration membrane process. And I just want to thank the Congressman for allowing us the opportunity to come and participate in this. This bill is really a huge step forward in promoting recycled water and identifying potential funding for recycled water projects so that we can get our recycled water out for the highest and best use into the community. We've experienced over the last couple of years both exceptional drought and then a winter, but what we found especially at our district, through our recycled water fill station and the public outreach that we had during the drought, that there's really unprecedented public acceptance for recycled water. And this water bill really is instrumental in helping create that nexus between getting it produced now that the public acceptance is there, and then getting the infrastructure to get it there so that our water regionally is sustainable. So again, I didn't have a prepared statement, but I just did want to thank you for the opportunity to come out. And we're also, as we own a Delta Island, we own Jersey Island. We are a stakeholder in the tunnel project as well, and the stewards of the Delta. And so any effort to focus local recycled water, furthering recycled water and distribution of recycled water is really something that we really support, and we appreciate, Congressman, the opportunity to participate. So with that, I'd like to turn it over to Fritz Buchman, the Deputy Director with the San Joaquin County and Public Works Department.
Good morning, and again, I'm Fritz Buchman with the San Joaquin County Department of Public Works, and it's a pleasure to be here this morning. Congressman McNerney clearly understands that California's water future will not be secured by the wasteful and destructive Delta tunnels. but rather by smarter investments in a variety of water management solutions tailored to the unique regions of our great state. The Congressman's bill promotes and encourages additional investment in better, more effective, and more affordable alternatives to the twin tunnels, such as recycling, water use efficiency and conservation, desalination, stormwater capture, and groundwater storage. Unlike the tunnels, these types of innovations would actually contribute to a brighter water future by encouraging development of more robust supplies and improved regional self-sufficiency, while also helping to improve water quality for our taps and for the environment. Thank you, Congressman, for your leadership in helping to clear the way for real water solutions. At this point, I'd like to introduce Vince Lange from Delta Diablo.
Good morning. It is a pleasure to be here to support Congressman McNerney's visionary leadership and focus on achieving sustainable water solutions. His past efforts have helped Delta Diablo lay the groundwork for regional reliability, and this important legislation will take us to the next level from a water and energy management standpoint. Delta Diablo is a public agency that's been transformed over the last 15 years from just a sanitation district or just a wastewater treatment plant to a water resource recovery facility. We serve approximately 200,000 customers in the cities of Pittsburgh and Antioch and unincorporated Bay Point. Our facility provides a wide array of environmental services to the local community, including wastewater collection and treatment, recycled water production and distribution, on-site renewable energy production, and household hazardous waste collection. So in addition to maintaining a laser focus on our core mission of protecting public health and the environment, we continue to explore innovative technologies and opportunities to recover more and more resources from water. In the water recycling realm, we recycle over 50% of the 12 million gallons of wastewater we receive each day and provide 90% of that volume to 2 local power plants. We've also expanded our water recycling and distribution system to provide recycled water irrigation at local golf courses, city parks, and schools. On the energy front, we are leading an industry-wide trend toward increasing energy efficiency at treatment plants and also boosting renewable energy production. Delta Diablo uses biogas generated from the wastewater treatment plant to produce enough energy to meet 60% of the plant power demand. But we don't want to stop there. We're currently on a path toward exploring innovative technologies and partnerships with our goal of becoming energy self-sufficient and producing enough electricity to sell that energy back to the grid to offset rate increases and generate a supply of stable, sustainable revenue. This transformative journey at Delta Diablo is a great example of the sustainable solutions championed by Congressman McNerney. And we have been extremely fortunate to receive funding from the Bureau of Reclamation and for some of our recycled water projects, and have heavily relied on the state revolving fund Clean Water Program to provide low-cost project financing. Without this assistance, these important project initiatives would not have been able to advance on their own, and this continued funding support is critical to Delta Diablo reaching the next level. So we greatly appreciate Congressman McNerney's support for these critical funding sources. As Congressman McNerney referenced, there's a huge issue relative to the water and energy nexus, and water resource recovery facilities will play an important role in the state of California. The passage and implementation of this legislation will allow other facilities at the local, state, and national level to embark on similar paths towards sustainable water and energy management. Thank you again for this opportunity to support this important legislation, and thank you, Congressman McNerney, for your tireless efforts in putting forth progressive legislation that benefits the environment and the public in a sustainable manner. The next speaker is Michael Brodsky from the Save the California Delta Alliance.
I'd like to thank the Congressman very much for being the voice of reason in what has been an irrational process up to now. Not only will the governor's water tunnels wreck the ecology of the beautiful Delta you see behind me, the construction of the facilities will obliterate, literally obliterate, our Delta communities of Clarksburg, Hood, Locke, Walnut Grove, these places will be destroyed by the construction of the tunnels. As far as the water energy nexus, the Edmonston pumping plant, which pushes the Delta water over the Tehachapi Mountains, is the single largest user of electricity in California. If you took the electricity that it takes to run those pumps and put them into desalination plants and recycling plants, it would produce more water than is pumped over the mountains. Governor Brown has literally lost his mind. Thank you, Congressman McNerney. And next we have Jayne Strommer, the Executive Director of Western Recycled Water Coalition.
Well, it's an honor to be here and to again thank Congressman McNerney for his ongoing leadership and support for development of innovative, sustainable regional water solutions. As mentioned, I'm Jayne Strommer. I serve as the Executive Director of the Western Recycled Water Coalition. Our 19 current members include cities, water and wastewater districts, and investor-owned water utilities, working together to develop local and regional recycled water projects across California's Bay Delta, Central Coast, and Central Valley. This includes 23 new reclamation projects that will reduce the pumping of fresh water from the Delta and local aquifers and provide reliable, drought-resistant water supplies for industrial, agricultural, municipal, and environmental uses. Once constructed, coalition projects will provide over 65,000 acre-feet per year of water. That's equivalent to meeting daily household water needs for over 750,000 people. Our purpose in working together is to seek a federal funding partnership. A few of our local members include Ironhouse Sanitary District, Delta Diablo, and City of Brentwood. Coalition projects already have local investment being beyond the planning and design phase and are ready to leverage their funds with state and federal funds to construct projects and deliver water. While planning these projects occurs primarily at a local or regional level, broad investment in their development is warranted and will have significant statewide and federal benefits, primarily because of California's dependence on imported supplies from the Delta and Colorado River. Recycled water is the most reliable supply that can be developed because it reuses existing supplies, is not directly dependent on precipitation, and is not subject to evaporation. We know that the state supports recycled water, as they have a goal to increase the use of recycled water over 2002 levels by at least 1 million acre-feet per year by 2020 and at least 2 million acre-feet per year by 2030. However, the financial resources have not been made available to develop these projects throughout the state to reach these goals. Congressman McNerney has been our champion in this effort. He has previously introduced legislation promoting recycled water project development, and his new bill goes further, increasing much-needed financial assistance through existing critical funding programs, like the Clean Water State Revolving Fund Loan Program. California faces water supply challenges, and there isn't one single solution that will meet all of our current and future needs. But water recycling has the greatest potential to provide regional water supply reliability while also providing significant benefits. Water recycling reduces diversions, improves surface water quality, saves energy, and supports our local economies. A collaborative approach is needed to address California's water supply challenges. Congressman McNerney has proposed solutions, and we support his efforts and encourage broad local, state, and federal support. Thank you again, Congressman McNerney, for your vision and leadership on sustainable water solutions.
Well, I was going to take some questions, but I think our speakers are a little hot here. So if you have questions, please approach us individually. And again, I just hope this changes the narrative. I mean, currently the narrative, well, there's water, let's go take it from somebody else. So what we need to do is think about how each region can supply its own water. And we can do that through the programs that are outlined in this legislation. So we need to change the narrative. We need to change the way people think about water. Water is precious, water is valuable, and we can do it if we just put our minds and our resources to it. So thank you all again for coming. I appreciate it. Let's get out of the sun if we can.